So a lot of the times we, self sabotage ourselves, and we might not even be aware of what is the obstacles that are on our way. If you read the book, the ego is the enemy, it goes a little bit deeper into that. Written by Ryan Holiday. I want to just give my 3 points, three main important points that I've took away from the book, that can give you a little bit insight about the unconscious that might be ruling your life. A few things, from uh, how success can make us a little bit more compliant, and we start to forget, what got us there. And sometimes, we have enemies. Enemies could be internal or external. Sometimes it could be distractions, that could be, ruling our life and could be stopping us from reaching our full potential. So number one, you want to define the enemies. Who are they? What is it really? Enemies could be someone or something that acts as a barrier between you and your goals in professional and personal life. Um, this could be environment that you're in. It could be, self-sabotaging thoughts that you might have. That could be, putting yourself down. This could be the internal enemy. Couple of ways to really identify your enemy. What you want to do is really self-reflect on where you are. Ask yourself: is there something that stops you from really pushing yourself to the next level? Do you have self-doubt? What is it really that's stopping you from reaching where you want to go? Um, you want to seek feedbacks from others. Sometimes asking a friend, maybe asking them if there is patterns or actions that you do that kind of makes you a little bit more counterproductive. As somebody you trust, who know a little bit more about you, that ask them for any advice that might be would be relevant for you. And then pay attention to your energy level, based on who's really bringing us up or who's bringing us down. You'll notice it on your energy level that sometimes, when we're around the wrong crowd, you might feel decline in energy, or that could act as an enemy. Like I said, enemies could be external or internal. External being your environment, it could be your colleague at work, it could be friends. Internal being your own self-sabotaging behavior. Sometimes we could be on a good momentum, and then the enemy within us could be bring us down because we're afraid to really go to the next level, or we're afraid to grow, because once you really start to grow, you start to kill what is before us. It's almost like adding on a new identity, and then that could be acting as an enemy because it doesn't want you to, grow out of your old self. So it does go very deep. I remember there is a quote that Charlie Morgan said, until you make the unconscious conscious, you'll rule your life and you believe it's destiny. So it's really important to really have clarity in what it is that is really in your way, the obstacles. And then another thing that's very like important and that came up in the book is the importance of focus and finding clarity. Um, Focusing on what truly matters. One question, I like to ask myself every day: what is one thing I can do today that will get me closer to my goal? And usually, when you ask yourself questions, you usually know the answers to them. Um, so focus is very important. Knowing where you want to go. Usually, you don't have a sense of direction. That's when the ego, the enemy, starts to really take over, because it can rule your life because you don't know where you're going. Um, Few ways to increase focus. Number one, good sleep. Sleep is very important for focus. If you're going to bed on time and getting enough sleep, you'll always wake up with good energy. Exercise is very important. Having a goal is also very important. Goals really give us a direction, and once you have a goal, it helps with your energy level and your focus. Good diet obviously is very important. Don't eat late at night. You know, eating very late at night can definitely help you affect your mood, your focus, and your energy level. Yeah, sleep with calmness, sleep with, visualize your day. Those small things like that, they do add up and contribute to your focus. One thing that was very, interesting to me in the book is, once we, hit a certain level of success, you could see this in a smaller spectrum, where we accomplished something that we wanted. We start to become compliant, and we feel that we no longer need to have the same intensity as we did before, that got us to where we are. So, when we initially find success, our ego starts to take over. When ego takes over, it is a sign of compliancy, right? We forgot what got us there in the first place, which is work, humility, and perseverance. And in the book, they do give a lot of examples of people that found success and then fell off because they initially forgot what got them there in the first place. Um, the way to really battle that, that's really your ego taking over, feeling that you're indestructible, that you don't need the things that helped you get there in the first place. Controlling your ego, firstly, you want to have self-reflection. The more you can be least biased as possible on yourself as possible, that will help you really control your ego and control that side of you. Having a growth mindset is very important. Never think you're too good, because if you think that you're too good, that will eventually impact your work, impact how you do things, and you will be compliant and not put as much effort and intensity that you need to really grow and go to the next level. Because I believe there's always another level to hit. There's always a way to get better, even if it's like 1% better every single day, every single week. There's always a way to get better. See yourself in a third party, see yourself as somebody else. Like, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Or are you being compliant? Are you letting your ego get the best of you? Ask yourself this important, hard questions. And when you can ask yourself that hard question, that will affect the results that you get. Meditation and mindfulness is very important when it comes to ego. Observe your thoughts. Sometimes your thoughts give a lot of insight into your life on where you are mentally. So, if you are in a mindful state, you'll start to see those enemies start to pull up. Submit to God is very important. Asking for forgiveness, knowing that you can't forgive yourself, you need to um, submit yourself to higher power. Be grateful for what you have. These are things that really help you stay grounded and control your ego. Um, yeah, so this book, it did have a significant effect on me. It taught me to really see the enemy within. Sometimes we are our own enemy of self-sabotaging thoughts and distractions. Get the best of us and could be hindering our progress. And most of the times we know what it is that's stopping us, but we don't have the clarity and the strength to really challenge these thoughts, um, or these enemies within us. So I hope you got a insight from this video. Let me know in the comments below. What are you struggling with in terms of um, something I made mention in this video. See you soon.